What makes Smash Brothers so great? I have no idea. I love it, though. It's just something about when you pick up the controller, it's got all these Nintendo characters, and there's at least one from everyone's generation that they can relate with. At least one.
For me, the thing that makes Smash Brothers just an amazing game is the competitive multiplayer gameplay. Just getting 4 or 8 people now, which is insane, to just battle it out and just have a bunch of fun. You could be any skill level.
You can hand it to your friend who's never played a video game before, or your grandma or somebody, and they'll be able to beat you down with any character, really. And yeah, it makes it kind of unfair to a degree, but it's so much fun. The feeling of getting that blue shell or that hammer, oh my God, that's hilarious, it's awesome, it's tons of fun.
No matter if you win or lose, all you want to do is keep playing. Like, you don't want to give up the controller, you just want to immediately go into the next round. Maybe you pick a different character, maybe you don't. Either way, you're gonna have a good time.
And you get to choose between so many classic characters. You know, there's Mario, there's Zelda, Link, and all the new characters like Mega Man is a big deal now, and it's really cool just to see all the different combinations of attacks that everybody has and all their different taunts and all the nostalgia that they put into the game.
The way it feels when you punch somebody or when you get thrown, or the way a certain sound just sort of resonates with you. It's all those little details that Nintendo has always done so well in their long history of game development that I think really is just on display in full force with this latest Smash Bros.
After taking 6 years in between sequels, they wanted to put everything into Smash Brothers. 50+ characters, all these incredible stages, all these different options. It is just like the premium version of one of the most addicting fighters I've ever played. Like, it's just such a fun, chaotic mess, and this adds the most stuff to that mess there ever has been. Like just 8-player battles alone, like, is just pure insanity for fun's sake.
Oh, I play Pikachu. I love playing with Pikachu. You know, Pikachu is my DS is Pikachu, my bento box is Pikachu. Me and Pikachu were like this, and he has yet to let me down.
Robin is one of my new favorites. Brought in from Fire Emblem Awakening, she has great ranged attacks with like fire that can hold people back, an awesome charged lightning bolt, dealing health ability, plus her up close attacks are awesome and damaging too.
I was a Sonic guy, so I'm gonna say Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic is awesome because I like using the spin attacks. They're not as chaotic as some of the other moves where it's sort of fight or flight, use it, but you might go off the edge. It's more restricting, but at the same time, it'll still put a little bit of a hurting on the person that you're playing against.
I've found myself, against all odds, feeling very attached to Wario. Killing someone with the fart at point-blank range is too good. And he's got some meaty punches, I like that. Plus I could just bite fools and eat them for days.
Zelda, she's still my lady. She's like ultra powerful. She could knock anybody out of the stage like super quick, super easy. She's got that really cool like bing kick.
I really like Zelda. She's got this one move where it's a sort of jump kick, and if you manage to kick the guy with just the very tip of her toe, it does an extreme amount of damage and it knocks him back and it plays this crazy sound and it gets everybody so hyped up. I love it, and I love playing as her.
The Wii Fit Trainer is my girl. She's really agile, but she's also really strong, so she can kind of just sneak up on you and just whack anybody right off the screen. She is a little flighty. She can like fall to the sky and get kicked over and over again, but overall, she's a pretty strong character, and I have wiped out entire stages with her before. She is great. Everyone's gonna disagree with me, but they're wrong. It's Palutena's Temple, the most giant stage in all of the new Smash Bros. It's unbelievably huge. Most of the time you can't get all of it in one shot. When the game actually goes out to get the whole temple, you can barely see yourself, but it extends the matches to way longer, which I think is a lot of fun.
The Donkey Kong stage is really fun. It's ridiculous because of all the moving platforms and all the tiny platforms. And I'm an old school gamer, so Donkey Kong.
It's that Donkey Kong stage where you can get projected into the background. So that way you can have a fight going on in the foreground and then another one going on in the background, and you're constantly getting shot in between them.
I love this stage because it's really, really chaotic. The platforms are always moving. There are background elements, including that very annoying spring that comes out of nowhere and just conks you and can knock you right out of the game.
It has this fun extra dimension where when you're playing with a group, you're not all just crammed up in one space. Like, you get to space the fight out a little bit, but still have that group dynamic. I really like that.
There are a ton of great stages in the Wii U version, but my personal favorite has to be the Mario Galaxy stage. I really like the simple, curved nature of it, and you can kind of run off stage just a little bit, but still not die. And the music going over it is some of my favorite video game music of all time. The Mario Galaxy theme is amazing. 8-player Smash has really changed things because now 4-player just seems like too small to me. I was so used to 4-player being the de facto one, and I never thought 8 players would replace it. But now just only having 4 like feels so lacking. I want 5, 6, or 7, or even 8 players on screen at all times, or it feels like I'm not taking full advantage of the game.
I remember having to, wait patiently or impatiently, as it were, to get my turn to play Smash back in the day in my college dorm room or whatever. Nowadays, people can just invite the whole gang and everyone gets to play all at once. It may be chaotic, sure, but it's worth it.
You can't even see what's on the screen. It's just completely insane. You can blow away 5 people with 1 hit if you're really lucky, and you're just going at each other. Nobody understands what's going on, and it's just so much fun, weirdly enough, to have no idea what you're doing.
Amiibos are cheaters. Once you build them up, it's not fun to play with them anymore. I would say the Amiibo is more of a, like, if you think you're really good, the Amiibo is a real grounder, especially if you've leveled it quite a bit. I guarantee you'll have a good time, like a time trying to win or trying to at least knock their stock down by 1.
I hate Amiibo. Amiibo is Lucas Sullivan's Amiibo, and it is the villager in female form with pink hair. She has murder in her eyes, and she has no soul. She's a terrible person. I saw her kick puppies the other day with my own eyes. I saw it, and yeah, she cheats. She plays dirty.
Personally, I'm an items guy. I'm not one of those purists, Final Destination, Fox only, no items kind of guys. I like the full insanity and intensity of Smash, and if you know, like, being able to properly use items is really a strategy unto itself.
I play Smash with all items on because that's the way it's supposed to be played. All the no fun people that want to turn off all items just go straight to Final Destination. Bleh.
We played at the office without items, and it was fine, but when we actually did add the items, things just took a whole nother turn for the weird, and I kind of love them.
If I want to feel like I'm good at fighting games, then I play no items. But I'm not opposed to playing with items, and some of the new ones are really fun.
All of the items, it's baby game status when you put the items on. You can kill anybody with anything. And, there's Pokemon that just kill you instantly. The Smash Balls are kind of cheap. Like, if you want real competitive stuff, no items. No items all the way.
Items can flip the match on the dime, pretty much. It's like, if I'm losing, oh, boom, I get the mallet. Game. Game. You knock people out in a second, and then it's kind of like, there's not really any skill in it.
Items, of course. I mean, is there anything more fun than getting that hammer and just knocking everyone off the screen, or getting the upgrade and just blowing up someone on their last life as they mourn what could have been? No, they're awesome.
My favorite moment in Smash Brothers, which I'm sure most people will hate, is when the little dog comes up and like starts looking at the screen and it's like, look, I'm a dog, and you can't see anything behind him, but there's this adorable dog, so it makes it a lot easier to take. Also, I want that dog.
Kicking the shit out of Duck Hunt Dog. I hate that dude. The can is the most OP little ability ever. Just get this can out. And then kick you to the edge, kick you back to the edge, kick you, use your up B, kick you. Done, game, you lost.
I was having a really good day one time, and exclusively with Wii Fit Trainer, I wiped the floor with people in 4 straight matches, maybe 5. It was so much fun to see Wii Fit Trainer doing her victory yoga poses, like, oh, if only you were just a little more athletic.
My favorite moment so far has to be my one-on-one match with Lucas Sullivan, because we battled it out and it was intense. It went on for like 5 minutes and we had like a 2-stock game, and we were just really, it was neck and neck all the way through. And then right at the last moment, I booted him out and I won. I was shaking from all the adrenaline. It was insane.
Honestly, my favorite part of Smash Brothers is just playing against someone who's around my skill level, getting better at the game. Like any good fighting game, it's at its best when you're playing against a human opponent who's around your same skill level, and you're both growing as you learn more about your character and the game itself.
My favorite moments in the new Super Smash Bros. Would have to be when you start out with an 8-player match and you're playing on stock and you watch it whittle all the way down to just one-on-one, and just sort of watching that progression from this large, intense, chaotic battle down to this just like really focused one-on-one match. I think that's a really interesting dynamic. It makes a pyramid shape, sort of.
My favorite moment has to be when just the stars align and you knock all your opponents off the stage. You're alone for a few brief seconds until they teleport in, and that is when you taunt. And you taunt and let everybody see that you are the king of the mountain. Thanks very much for watching this video, and if you want to see more great videos, go to GamesRadar's YouTube page right over there, or go to GamesRadar.com and check out all the badass content right there.